Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Backwoods Crafting with Alicia. I am she, and I think we might be able to hang that mic right there and y'all be able to hear me. I hear that, Joey. Let's get our puppy dog going. Heavens to Betsy. Let's get 45 minutes set. We got to get ourselves pulled up. Jack, go in there. All right, let's get started. 45 minutes. Happy Wednesday. I am so glad to be with y'all. I am Alicia with Backwoods Crafting with Alicia, and I have this jewel upside down. Let's get us pulled up. We're live. Oh, I look really pale, don't I? Well, now I need to turn the volume down. Hang on just a second, guys. If y'all hear something squealing over there, hey, Ann. Hi, guys. Hey, Sue and Hope. Hi, y'all. Hi, guys. I've missed y'all. Hey, Miss Tracy and Lori. Okay, so today what we're going to do is something that I've never tried. We are going to make a birdhouse with this, but before we get to the birdhouse, I'm going to do something that I saw somebody else do. Thank y'all for fishing us out. Hey, Leah. I appreciate y'all doing that. Okay, so I've never done this, so we're going to do this. Hi, Annette. Hey, guys. I am feeling somewhat better. I just told Joey that I wasn't going to church tonight because I still kind of feel, not completely 100% better, but not as bad as what I felt Monday and yesterday. So, but what we're going to do, I love birdhouses too. So we're going to take this this wax, it's peppermint wax, and it smells so good. And we're just going to go all over this thing with it. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. And I'm just going to take my time doing this. This was the craft. Hey, Cynthia and Ivy. I have missed y'all too. Hey, Kim. So, with that being said, this is the craft that I was going to do for Chad and Esmeralda. I won't auction it on my page tonight, but more than likely, Friday evening, we will auction it off, and the proceeds will go to Chad and Esmeralda. I just want everybody to know that. Hey, Miss Teresa. So, we're going to take some sandstone chalk paint. That's what we're going to use today, is sandstone chalk paint, because I have this homespun material and it's real springy colors. See how springy this is? I've had this for several years, a couple of years. And so we're going to do that. It is, y'all, I feel better today. I just don't feel 100% today. So let's take, and we're going to take a big chip. This is a new chippy brush. I haven't used it yet. Or maybe I have, and I just don't remember. But we're going to take this chippy brush and we're going to paint over that. And we're going to do a good job painting it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but yet I want it to cover that wax, because we're going to scrape it. Hello. Hi, Natalie. Thank y'all for sprinkling me out today. I do appreciate that so much. So I've never done this technique. It smells good. Hey, Anita. Hi, Diane. So I'm excited about doing this little project. So Friday night, we will auction this project off Chad and Esmeralda. Esmeralda is part of Craft Round the Clock. She's a sister crafter. And I was sick Monday. And so I did not get permission from Miss Tracy today to see if I could auction it off at the end of the show. So I figured that I would take my time today, make it gorgeous, and then Friday we'll auction it off. Hey, Lori, y'all come on in here. So that's my plan. And I'm here to tell y'all, hey, Miss Jerry. It was Saturday and Monday, Miss Jerry, that they all the ladies done pieces and then auctioned off at the end. Hey, Miss Debbie. Chad had to have a kidney transplant, and he's going to be off from work for a while. And so the proceeds are to help them get back on their feet, pretty much, and to pay their bills. And I couldn't imagine going through what they've went through. Thank y'all for sprinkling me out today. When you sprinkle me out, you are sprinkling Craft Round the Clock out, and I appreciate that so much. We're gonna dry this now, and then I'm gonna attempt to scrape it. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Can y'all hear me okay? And then we'll start working on the heart. Hi, Miss Joy. Choose Joy Crafts and Creations. Miss Beverly, I would love to say that I was 100% better, but I'm still. Oh my goodness! Let me tell y'all about the grandson. The grandson broke his leg. The one that has to have surgery this month for the thyroglossal cyst. He's broke his tibia closer to his ankle. So he gets a cast tomorrow. So he'll be going into surgery in a week or so, on the 12th, I believe. And he's got a cast. Hi, Shirley. I'm trying to feel better. I'm not putting a whole lot in. So let me just say, I'm not putting a whole lot of food in just yet. I told Joey I don't think I need to go to church tonight. I think I need to wait until Sunday, so that since I still feel kind of weird, that I don't want him or myself passing any germs. I don't like that idea. Okay, so here we go. Let me make sure it's good and dry, guys. Hang on. She texted me and she said, Mom, she said, I think Clay has a broke leg. And I was like, oh no, you gotta be kidding me. She said, no. She said, him and Case was roughhousing, which I've done told y'all, these boys was feral. They're like cats, wild cats. And so, she was waiting for Chet to get home so they could take him to the hospital to urgent care. Hello, sweet friend, Miss Patsy Ray. How are you? Hi, Miss Lily. So she said they were playing, and she could hear it go crack. And I was like, oh no. She said, yep. She said, Mama, I know it's broke. And I'm going, oh, Jesus. Like this, every year, it's something new. My brothers were the same way, Hope. I mean, the same way. Thank you for the 5 stars, guys. I appreciate that. But yeah, y'all know, I didn't raise boys. I raised girls. And so, are you alright there, Lee Dolly? So I raised girls. So I didn't have girls that was crazy. Huh? So I don't have to holler at you no more? You can hear me? You can hear me good? Really? So do you need to be putting on some bifoculars and look at some comments for me? Oh. Oh. Your sons were the same way? I didn't have boys, so I didn't know. I mean, my brothers were, they were feral too. Let me just be honest. My brothers were feral. It was wild too. I think Andrew had like a broke elbow. I think the other one ended up breaking his arm too. My brothers were something else, to be honest. Absolutely something else. Thank y'all for the hearts. I appreciate that, guys. This is just so much easier. Alright. Oh, I love it, y'all. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love that. Now, I did use paint sticks on this project. I had Joey cut those ends off for me because I don't like those ends at all. To me, it just don't look right. So, alright. So, let me show y'all that. We have 34 minutes. Let me show y'all. So, that's what that looks like. Don't they look cute? Okay. I am going to set that over to the side, and we are going to get started on our heart. Now, our heart will raise up, and it's going to be upside down because to make it a birdhouse. But y'all know how I like to use different colors. Thank you, Miss Beverly. Oh, no, Miss Shirley. He has to go tomorrow and get a cast. Hey, Miss Mary Beth. Hi, Mama. You must be on here somewhere. We will sure be praying for you. Alright, guys. I do want to put just a little bit of that burnt umber. And we are not going to save any of this paint. I don't know if I want that or not. I don't know. Let's put some green. Girl, if I would have had boys, I probably would have freaked out every day too. I probably would have half choked them if they were anything like my brothers. Them boys was something else. Golly. I didn't know whether to be glad I had brothers and no sisters, or would I have rather had sisters. I don't know, because girls are vicious too, so I don't know what I would have rather had, to be honest. Hey, will you make us a little bit of coffee? Oh, you ought to be able to hear that good. I'm just saying. Alright, we are going to pounce this with a round foam brush. Oh no, she fell again, Miss Ivy. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Hey, Miss Nancy, thank you so much. Hi, Miss Mary. All right, here we go with all these colors going to be mixed into this one little contraption here. And then we're going to crackle it. Have a little bit of burnt umber in there in some spots. And if we have too much, that's all right. It is quite all right. I didn't want that green up here, though. Now, I will not pounce the paint when we go to crackle. But I wanted these colors all in there, you know. He went to go see how his hearing aids work. Hi, Miss Rita. I'm getting there. I'm just a little iffy about on the eating situation. All I could do yesterday, Monday, all I done was lay there and scream and holler because it was so bad. It was bad. I wouldn't. It was like giving birth to a baby elephant, y'all. Hey, Jennifer, thank you for sprinkling me, ladies. I appreciate that. But on a real note, it really did it felt worse than labor. Let me just say, it was worse. It was horrible. So I didn't really put nothing in me Monday. No water, no nothing, because I didn't know what was going on. I was on the internet, I was looking stuff up, and I was thinking, oh, heavens, I got a kidney stone. I went to looking a little further, and I said, oh, goodness. And if I got a bladder infection, I got thinking, your back don't hurt your kidneys. You drink plenty of water. And I'm going back through everything trying to figure out. And that's the only thing that it could be. Crazy enough. We are going to use the sandstone to go over this part as well. I wanted to try to do, you know, as much, try to keep it natural looking a little bit. Thank you, Hope. It really is the worst thing to do because they really want you to, they say for you to eat and drink, but every time I ate anything, hey, Miss Debbie, my stomach would cramp up and contract. And it wasn't just my stomach, it had my bladder contracting as well. That's why I kept thinking, is it a kidney stone? Because I've had UTIs, but I hadn't had anything else before. Hey, Kim, how are you? I am so glad y'all are all here. We're making a birdhouse. Joey did, now let me say this. Joey and I went and bought a sheet of mahogany. And so he did cut this out for me. Girl, I need to quit doing that because I will have me about half croaked over. But I was trying to look it up and then when I got to the hospital, because I had to go to the hospital, I was hurting so bad. That's why I went to the hospital, because I thought virus, kidney stone, you know, I needed to know something. If it's kidney stone, well, then I need to see a urologist, you know. So I get to the hospital, and we're like, there's hardly anybody there. So Joey gets me signed in and everything. Well, we're sitting there, and I hear the nurse tell this lady, she says, my patient has leukemia. We need to get her out of this waiting room. Hello, Irene. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hate that you hadn't been feeling good. So she comes around, the nurse does, and I've got my head down. Well, she comes around and she says, Miss Ford, she said, it's going to be a while before we get you in. And I'm going, oh my goodness. I said, what's a while? And she said, well, there was a wreck and everybody's starting to pile in. And I noticed that the waiting room started getting pretty busy. And I kept telling Joey, I don't need to be here. When we got here, it was us and maybe just a couple of more people. But within that 30 minutes, that waiting room started filling up. And when she come around and told me all that, I was like, and I started asking her questions about, how it does. Because I've only had a stomach bug a couple of times in my entire life. So, she told me that that's exactly how it is. But she said if you go to feeling worse than what you are, come back in the middle of the night when there's nobody here. And I'm thinking, seriously? He has to get up and go to work. I can't come in the middle of the night. And I can't drive double it over. So here we are. Hi, Tammy. All right, mineral chalk paint. So this is what we're fixing to do. Because this is the new bottle of chalk paint. I do not want to put that glue back inside my deal. So we are going to work it this way. Y'all, I think he can hear himself. Isn't that crazy? Hearing aids. Loves hearing aids. I'm so glad. I said, do you actually think that you might hear me ask you to do something? He said, I might. What did that tell y'all? Mites are on a chicken's bottom. That's number one. And number two, these hearing aids might or might not do us some good. So let me just say that. Hey, Nancy Whitney. Hi, y'all. Come on in, guys. I hate that it's been so long. It's been forever. Well, it feels like it's been forever anyway. It's okay, Miss Ivy. You go tend to your mom, sister. Hey, Miss Patty. How are y'all? I'm loving the fact that I have this tablet over here and I'm able to look at these comments right here and still watch my project. Sandy Kenny, hello, hello. Oh, I think he already had somewhat selective hearing. I did ask him to make a cup of coffee and he's sitting on the swing playing his guitar, so y'all know how that goes. Hey, Frida. This is going to be a good cracker too. Maybe I ought to put it on low. And we still have to go around the edge, but I think I want to go to edge. I'm feeling a little bit better. Love my jars. Oh, y'all, and I got wax on them. I don't know how to get the wax off. I'm feeling somewhat better. You know how the third day is, the first, second day, and then the third day you're like, oh, I feel better today. But you don't want to push it. I don't want to push it. Hey, Miss Carol. He could have handed me a bottle of water. I'd have been happy with that. But, Well, hey, Amy. How are you, ma'am? We're going to have to speed this process up. And hey, Carol Young. Y'all come on in here. for those of you that are just joining us, we've already done our base. I painted it. I put it together and painted it, the burnt umber, before I came live, so that part would be over with. But it's taking this forever and a day to dry. I have my schedule pinned to the top of my page, so when you get off crap around the clock tonight, you can go and check it out. So I don't want you to miss my crappy sisters that's going to be on after me. Oh, that sounds so good. I love shrimp Alfredo. That's one of my favorite meals, especially when we go to Olive Garden. I look pale, don't I? Hey, Tammy. Oh, it's my Tammy that's cooking it. Ooh, I want to come to your house and eat. She's having shrimp Alfredo. I'm surprised Mama hadn't said, well, don't you think it's time to go and eat over at the Olive Garden? This has to be good and dry before we can. No, I would love to, Tammy, but I just can't. I don't want to get nobody sick. I'm still feeling kind of puny today. I'm better than yesterday and the day before. Hi, Sandra. I bet that's pretty too. I love doing jars and tin cans. All right, now I am hoping that it is dry enough. And well, let me do this a different way on the back side of it. Hey, Cindy Clark. I was thinking about making him and I like some hamburger steaks or something like that for supper. Get out of the bathroom, Jack. Jack, get out of there. I can hear them squealing. Oh, they must be pretty loud then, huh? As long as I use that particular type of glue, the crackle always comes out so good. Always. But it's just an Elmer's all-purpose glue. That's all it is. I got it from Rebecca Towns, and I have been working on it ever since. It was a whole gallon of it that she gave to me. But it does great crackle. And all I'm doing is just taking that Distress Oxide in the vintage photo, and I'm just going around the edge of it just to give it a little definition. Thank y'all for the hearts. I do have some Elmer's glue, but my crackle doesn't come out as good, as heavy looking as it does with that glue. But yes, Elmer's glue is really, it works for some. Really? Hey, Joe Helen, I'm feeling better. I figure by Friday I'll be back to my aggravating self. Y'all be glad when I calm back down. I go to feeling good. My body goes to be like, oh yeah, she's feeling good. Let's take advantage. So I try that. My body tries to take advantage of me often. Hey, April Peters. It's been a while, girl. Haven't seen you, hon. Where you been? All right. We're going to call it quits on that part. And we're going to go ahead and get it adhered. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the large paint sticks that I had Joey cut the little doomer higgers at the top off so that it didn't have gaps. I don't like the gaps. There has been a lot of accidents. Yes, Elmer's glue works well too, but this is an Elmer's all-purpose glue is what this one is. We're just going to have to try to work with it. It's not quite dry there. Thank you, Jamie. Oh, he's sick. Well, hello, Josie. How are you? I hate that you're sick, sister. I hope you feel better soon. Tell Mama to go make you a bowl of soup and get you some toast made to go with it. So you want some soup and toast and a popsicle. All sick babies need popsicles. Okay, so now we do have to paint these black real quick. Do I still have it out? I don't guess I do. I guess I put it up. There it is. And this is going to be our roof. Y'all had a heat wave? Hey, Carolyn. Joey's always walking around singing, we're having a heat wave. A tropical heat wave. It's from a movie that he and we just absolutely love. I don't know if y'all know what movie I'm talking about, but y'all might. You might know. But we're going to paint this black for our roof. Oh, we got 13 minutes and I don't even have the bow made. If I don't get the bow made, I will put my picture on Facebook and crap around the clock so y'all can see it. And we do have to paint both sides. I did see that, Miss Lori. Yes, that's what I was saying. I want to try that. And I bet that would be pretty once you do that. And then put a candle on the inside. That would be so stinking cute. Make it into some type of little primitive craft. And then when you do that wax, do black on black so you can wipe it off. And the candle will show through that glass. That would be pretty. I appreciate you praying for me, and I appreciate all of y'all praying for me. I could tell that y'all were. I knew y'all were. Mom's still doing good. We go on the 15th, I believe, to go and have a shot put in each hip so that maybe we can get her past all that bursitis. I said, goodness, you got all the itises. Bursitis, arthritis. I don't think she's got like tendonitis or nothing like that. I think she had it at one time, though. Hey, Joe. I wish you had the Sonic app. All right. But I'm all right. I asked you to make some coffee a while ago because I needed some. Oh, we got 10 minutes. We got to hurry. So, did you hear your guitar good? Yeah? Can you hear that squealing as well? Huh? No, I'm talking about when it was. Yeah? He's making coffee, y'all. I'm so proud of him. I'm going to whisper tonight and see if he can hear me. But we won't have to listen to the TV blaring. That's a fact. And I don't like the TV blaring at all. Alright, let's do this. Well, it is hot here today, and it's only getting hotter. Oh, did I get it on my face? I'm ready for it to be cooled off again. I get so sick and tired of the heat. You know what I mean? I do want it to go right, just like that. Hey, Penny girl. Penny is on every day. I make my schedule, and then the devil says, well, you're not doing it this week. I'm going to put him in his place. I'm about to burn up, but I don't have the AC on right now either. So let me say, I did turn it off. Oh, this is adorable. This is going to be so stinking cute. Winter's coming back. I just don't exactly know when. Alright, so there is the starting of our birdhouse. Now, what I have next, I want to do this just like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace around it. Maybe. That's why I said that if I don't finish it, I will finish it and put a picture. But I'm going to paint the inside of that black. I'm hoping I can keep it straight, because I know we don't have very long. We've got about 7 minutes left. So let's see if I can get it to do right. If I can just get an outline going, we'll be doing good. May or may not be straight, because now I'm getting nervous, because I know I don't have very long. Trying to hurry, guys. Thank you so much. And I have homespun material picked out to go with this. I tried to keep it as nature colors as I could, it being a birdhouse. Jack, come out of the bathroom. We have 6 minutes. If I can get my bow made in 6 minutes. Oh, we got 5 minutes. And if it would have been just a tad more drier, it would have been easier to have drawn my heart. Or traced it anyway. But that's going to be the opening to our birdhouse. That's what that is. Thank you. You're welcome. Something different, ladies. Always something different. And this is where our chirp is going to sit. It's going to be just like our, not chirp, our perch. My brain, y'all. Thank you, Miss Debbie. So that's where my perch is going to sit. And I still have to, I got to paint it burnt umber, and I want to put some cinnamon on it. So we're going to take it off to the side. And let's get this painted real quick. Oh, I hate being pressed for time. This may or may not stay. I don't know. I may have to use a little extra, mix it with some chalk paint to make it stay. May or may not. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Four minutes. Let's dry that real quick. And then we'll do the sides. My paint tried to bubble up. Nothing like a rustic craft. Thank you. I think once we get our bow added to it and our greenery added to it, it'd be really pretty. Like I said, trying to keep it as close to nature as possible. I will seal this on there. I just wanted that white pretty much, not perfectly covered, but just, you know, give it some rustic feel. And then we'll put some glue on it. Hi, Miss Linda. How are you? 3 minutes. Oh, wait, I didn't sprinkle. Gracious alive, I forgot to do that part. I hope everybody is doing great on this Wednesday. Does not have to be perfect. Thank you, Miss Vicky. Does not have to be perfect. 2 minutes. Alright. I'm just going to get it glued on there real quick. We just wanted it to be rustic. We're going to put it right there. I do have a little red bird that we're going to stick on there. Kind of put him to the side like that a little bit. So we are going to put the glue on this side of him. It is, I wish it would cool off to the teens here. And let me show y'all so far. That's what it's looking like so far, guys. And I know that my time is getting up. So let me go ahead and say I love y'all. Y'all be sweet. Don't forget to refresh your page for Craft Around the Clock. Tell somebody about Jesus. Tell somebody you love them. Hug somebody. Smile at somebody. You'll never know what that will do for them. And I figure by tomorrow, I'll be back to myself cutting up and having a good time with y'all. We love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.